If you push a wall for hundreds of years, it is not going to move. No matter how hard you try, you're going to sweat, but it is not going to move. Same is with the preparation of IELTS. Till the time you don't have proper guidance, proper channels, or you know how to go about it, you would never be able to ace your IELTS. Today, I'm going to give you a study plan for 15 days so that you can get your desired band. My name is Mohammed and I'm going to walk you through it. I have seen so many students studying for IELTS without knowing what they have to do. See, even in a race, if you have to walk a 100-meter race, there is a starting point and there is the end point, right? And there is also a proper path in the between. Okay, so you have to know from where you have to start and where you have to go. Also, you have to take care what all is going to come throughout the way. So today we are going to look at that. How do we prepare for IELTS in 15 days? Now, I'm sure you are able to see four things written on the screen. Yes, IELTS, it has four modules: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So first thing that you have to make a note of is that you would be assessed on four skills. Okay, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. I would suggest that you make four headings on your paper, okay, under the name of listening, reading, writing, and speaking, so that you know what you have to do under all of them. Okay, four different A4 size paper. Write down these four modules on separate pages. Let's begin. Now, I would be starting with listening. There are four sections in IELTS listening. Okay, yes, four sections. Okay, and every section will have around 10 questions each. Okay, four sections, and yes, 10 questions each. If you multiply 4 by 10, that is going to be 40 questions total in IELTS listening section. Okay, 40 questions, and every question is worth 1 mark. That means you are going to get a total of 40 marks. That's your maximum mark. Okay, and each question is worth 1 mark. There's no negative marking. Okay, please make a note of this so that you know where we are heading. Now, in IELTS listening test, you would get 30 minutes, okay, to answer. You would be listening to the audio and you would be writing down the answers as you listen to the audio. You will have 30 minutes for that. Okay, in a computer-based test, you would get 2 minutes after 30 minutes to check your answers. However, in a paper-based test, you would get additional 10 minutes to transfer your answer to the answer sheet, because whatever you have marked is on the question paper, and question paper is not submitted. Now, what all do we have to study in IELTS listening? We have to study certain things. Please make a note of this. There are different tasks. Okay, there are different tasks, and we have to figure out what all we are good at and what all we have to improve. Okay, you should know, because there are 40 questions, and 40 questions in IELTS listening, they are not all going to be same. Okay, we have to figure out what we are good at and what we are not good at, and the only way to figure out is by practicing and getting the score. Okay, and have to see where we are good at and where we are lacking. Okay, these are the different task types rather. Notes, summary, table, flowchart, completion. And in this you have to do complete notes, a summary, a table, flowchart with a suitable word or words within the asked word limit. Okay, so these are the task types, and I have written what exactly we have to do in all of them. Okay, so first thing that we know about IELTS listening is that we have to prepare all these question types. Now we know the direction, right? I was talking about that race where we have to start. We know our zero. Okay, this is where we are going to start from, and maybe this is our one, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that is how we are going to cover a 100-meter race. And if we cover 100 meters properly, yes, we are going to be the winner. Okay, now I'm sure you all must have taken the note of all these task types that are there in IELTS listening section, because before we go anywhere, we should know what our syllabus is. Let's talk about IELTS reading now. Please take out your another A4 size paper on which you have written down reading. There are going to be 3 passages in IELTS reading. Okay, there are going to be 3 passages. Yes, and now obviously there are 40 questions also in this. Okay, so you can expect around 13 questions, and 14 questions respectively in 3 passages. So sometimes there are 14 questions in passage 2. Okay, so something of this sort would be there: 13, 13, 14. Okay, each question is worth 1 mark. Again, there is no negative marking. There's no negative marking. Cool. You will have 60 minutes. That's 20 minutes per passage. Okay, that's 20 minutes per passage. Now I give you a little tip here. Okay, I give you a little tip here. These passages, you don't really have to do every passage in 20 minutes. There's a trend that is seen that if you are good at reading, or if you have really practiced 10 or 12 passages of reading, okay, you would figure it out that yes, the passage 1 is comparatively easier than the passage 3. So what happens is that mostly students, they are able to finish passage 1 in 15 minutes. Okay, you can move on to the next passage, and yes, make a note of this. You would see when you would be practicing it. Okay, and let me know also in the comment section, yes, you are seeing any kind of this trend. All those students who have watched this video till here, please stay tuned till the end. I'm going to give you a bonus tip. Okay, yes, tips, they do help. So this is about IELTS reading. Okay, now the same thing that we did with IELTS listening, there are different question types. Okay, here also we have different question types. These are the question types. Now, again, you would start practicing. You would start preparing. If you're planning to prepare on your own, that's also fine. Okay, but you have to know that there are different question types. Okay, so you start with multiple choice question, true, false, not given. These are the different question types. And when you would be solving the questions, you would know that, oh yeah, I am maybe lacking here in matching headings. Okay, so you mark it down. You mark it down. Okay, or I would suggest that you take a screenshot of this and you take a print out of the page. Yes, and when you take a screenshot, make sure that I am smiling there. Okay, yes, I would try to smile so that you click a picture and I am also smiling. Anyway, so matching heading, maybe it is bothering you. True, false, not given, it is bothering you. So you know, okay, these two question types are bothering me. So you spend your more time over there. Okay, you spend your more time over there to get the hang of it. As simple as that. So I have simplified here. These are the different task types. You don't have to go here and there to figure out what all is going to be there in reading. These are the different question types. For example, in multiple choice questions, you have to choose answers from alternatives A to D, or maybe A to E, or A to G, right? So these kind of questions are going to be there, maybe or maybe not, but you should know that there are 11 question types. You have to practice all of them, right? Again, I was talking about a 100-meter race. Now you maybe have covered 30 meters till now. Okay, 30 meters till now. So we know the direction now where we are heading. Now, IELTS writing. Okay, IELTS writing. You all must know one thing, that in IELTS writing, task 1 is there's going to be a graph, table, chart, diagram, and you have to summarize the information in 20 minutes. Okay, and you will have to write down minimum 150 words. Now, see, if I would start preparing on my own, the very first thing I would want to figure out is that what are the different question types that I can get, how I can approach, what is the format, how do I have to write, what do I have to include, what do I not have to include. So all the nitty and gritty that I have to figure out. Cool. You have to write down minimum 150 words. Now there is no maximum word limit. It doesn't mean that you're going to write down 300 or 400 words. No, maybe somewhere around 190 words or 200 words, that's maximum. Don't go more than that. Okay, and task 2, there is going to be essay writing, and an essay, there are different kind of essays. Okay, there are different kind of essays under IELTS also. Cool. So so you might want to figure out what are the different kind of essays in IELTS writing. You have to finish a particular essay that you would get in the exam in 40 minutes. Okay, you have to write down minimum 250 words. If you're writing somewhere around 280 to 320 words, that is also fine, absolutely fine. But do not try to write down 370, 80 or 400 words, because that's going to be too much. Okay, and do not forget that you have the time limit. Now, I know under that A4 size paper of yours on which you have written writing, try to figure out what are the different graphs, what are the different tables or charts that you can get in writing task 1. Also, try to figure out what is there in essays. Okay, what are the different kind of essays, what do I have to do. Okay, how where do I have to go. I would also be walking you through it in a while. But yes, if you're planning to do your homework on your own, absolutely fine. Now, you must have noticed one thing, that IELTS listening section is of 30 minutes. Okay, removing the time that we have extra, 2 minutes in CBT for copying the answers, for checking the answers rather, and 10 minutes in PBT for copying the answers. Okay, and in this reading section, you must have noticed that there are 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes. In writing, you must have seen that there are, okay, 60 minutes here also. Now we are left with speaking. I have made this chart for all of you so that you can start practicing, okay, because I have seen students getting confused so much that they don't know where they have to go, how they have to start. Okay, so this is a proper direction for all of you. Follow this blindly, and trust me, you're going to get the best score. Hundreds of students at LeapScholar, they are able to get the desired band because of the organized material that we have. Anyway, moving on to the speaking section, there are going to be three parts in IELTS speaking: part one, part two, part three. Please make a note of this, that you have around 11 to 14 minutes. Okay, total time duration of IELTS speaking is 11 to 14 minutes. Now, part one, they are going to answer. They're going to ask you rather questions on familiar topics to know you better. Okay, each question you have to answer in 3 to 4 sentences, maybe. That's the time duration of 15 to 25 seconds. So you should be prepared that okay, yeah, I'm not going to answer in 8 9 sentences in part one. These are the little things that you have to know, because if you speak a lot, okay, there's time allotted for of 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, you cannot speak on every question for 1 minute or 2 minutes, because there are going to be around maybe 7 8 questions in part one. Part two is a cue card task. You are given a booklet. Okay, there would be a cue card on it. You would have to prepare on it, and you have to speak for 2 minutes. Okay, you would be given 1 minute for the preparation. Now, what I'm saying is that you should know what are these parts. Okay, I am giving you the brief overview of all of them, but you should know. Okay, because till the time you have the right direction, I think without the right direction it's not possible to reach our destination. So I'm trying to give you that straight path. Okay, not a convoluted path, but the straight one, so that you are able to get where you want to get in the less amount of time. Cool. The part three, it would have 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, it would last for 4 to 5 minutes, and there are going to be questions based on part two. That is a cue card task. Please make a note of this, that you answer part two questions in around 5 to 7 sentences. Part three questions in 5 to 7 sentences, rather. Okay, every question in part three you're going to answer in 5 to 7 sentences, not more than 40 seconds, time duration per answer. So these kind of tricks that I am giving you here right now. Okay, we as Leap Scholar, okay, we if you want to join our course, right, we have IELTS Plus Crash Course. We are going to uh, uh, teach you everything starting from zero till end. Okay, so you can join our IELTS Plus Crash Course. The link would be in the description. Also, if you don't know how to if you don't want to pay money, our courses are right now, I would say that they're 149 for whole course, 149 rupees for whole course right now. Okay, yes, unbelievable, but yes. Okay, also, if you don't want to pay money, and you think that you can do that extra effort, you can organize your thing, we have a whole playlist also in the description. Okay, you can prepare from there. But yes, through the course you would have the guidance also. Okay, through the course you would have the guidance. We would be able to check your writings, we would be able to assess your speaking. But yes, if you want to do it on your own, we have playlist also in the description. Now, how do I was saying that we have to prepare, we would be able to prepare for it in 15 days. Okay, in 15 days. Okay, so if you are planning to start on your own, if you're planning to start on your own, look at this serial numbers: day 1 to 15. Cool. So you can start with understanding IELTS, right? You can start with understanding IELTS. What exactly is IELTS? Different types of IELTS. How many ways I can appear? How many types are there through which I can uh, take my exam? For example, CBT and PBT. Okay, so you have to do all your research, and then you start with speaking part one. You understand the language required for it, what all you have to do. We have band descriptors, okay, how they give us marks. Same with part two and part three. And again, I would say that if you follow this, you can watch the videos in our playlist if you are planning to prepare on your own. But again, I would say that you would need someone who can correct your mistakes also. But if you have someone, then please feel free to make the most use of it. Okay, you can watch the playlist in the description using the same timetable that I have given you here for 15 days. Now, after you are done with speaking, you might want to take a reading and listening test one. Okay, on one day, and reading and listening test two. It is going to be a diagnostic test uh, to help you understand that this is where you are at currently. For example, you are scoring 28 marks out of 40. Okay, so you know, okay, I have to go to 38 to get my desired band. So you would have the fair idea. Okay, now Now you would start with reading. Okay, there are different reading techniques like skimming, scanning, understanding the meaning through the context. Okay, signposting is there. There's so many things, okay, through which you can improve your reading. Okay, different task types, as I showed you on the previous slide, that there are different task types: sentence completion, summary completion. Okay, so you, if you are planning to prepare on your own, that's also fine. But yes, we would attach this also in the playlist. That's already there in the playlist. You can watch it and you can get the idea of it, and then you can start practicing from the Cambridge books. Okay, so again, this is how you can start. From whatever day you are starting, write down the date here. Okay, against this, and then you can start with MCQ, true false not given. Okay, they're going to help you. Again, reading here. Now if you would take a look at writing, I've also allotted around 2 and 4 days for writing. Okay, yes, we have videos for writing also. As I was saying, that there are going to be different essays like advantage disadvantage essay, problem solution essay, discussion essay, opinion essay. So we have separate links, okay, for these essays under our playlist in the description. You can watch it. Okay, you can watch them for free, absolutely free. Okay, that's going to help you in IELTS writing. Okay, again, but I would say that you would need expert advice, someone who can correct your writing after you have understood everything. For that, we have our IELTS Plus crash course. That's really going to help you. We check the writings of the students who enroll, and we do it in detail. Cool. Now, obviously, after attempting this diagnostic test, you would know where you are. And here in this test, you would be able to figure out how much you have improved, because by now you would be done with reading. You would know all the task types. You must have learned them. Cool. So, yes, and then you have to start writing. But again, there's a little thing here. When you do write on your own, but then who would check it for you? That's the thing. Okay, who would check it for you? So this writing test will need someone who is acquainted with marking of IELTS. And yes, we have amazing team here at LeapScholar. So many senior trainers. They're amazing. Okay, they would help you with this. Okay, once you enroll the course, and yes, link would be in the description again. Then you would start with listening. As I said, there are different task types in listening. Okay, so you can slowly start with that. The link would be in the description. Again, you can there's one playlist. Okay, link of one playlist under the description, and there is everything inside that. Okay, by now you would be able to finish your course. Okay, then you attempt complete mock test: reading, listening, and writing. Reading, listening, and writing. Now, again, for speaking, also you would need someone who can really guide you. Okay, who can really guide you. Who, yes, after watching the videos in our playlist, you would be able to know, yes, this is what I have to do. This is what I do not have to do. But the thing is that someone who can really tell your minute mistakes, which you might not be able to figure out on your own. Okay, if you follow this timetable, trust me, you would be able to get well versed with IELTS in just 15 days. Now, apart from this, you are going to follow these points religiously. You are going to make a list of commonly used words by you. Okay, and you learn synonyms for them using a thesaurus. Guys, thesaurus is not a dinosaur. Yes, it is not a dinosaur. Thesaurus is something which has synonyms. Okay, for example, what we do is that we try to learn the fancy words on our own. Okay, we just open the dictionary and we start learning the fancy words. That's not the point. Okay, that's not how you improve. You're going to make a list of the words that you use in your day-to-day life. For example, instead of saying very good, you can learn the words like sublime. Okay, or resplendent. Okay, that's how you improve your vocabulary. You make a list of the words that you use in your day-to-day life. For example, something that is very delicious, you use the word scrumptious for that. Okay, so make a list of all the words that you use in your day-to-day life and learn synonyms for them using this dinosaur. Yes, thesaurus. Okay, and you can use Cambridge dictionary to figure out exactly the meaning and the pronunciation of the words you get confused with. There would be a speaker button there under the word. You would be able to click on it, and then you would be able to listen to it. Now you're going to record yourself every day on a cue card task in speaking part 2, because you would not have a watch in IELTS speaking test with you. Okay, so you have to record yourself to figure out how much you are speaking. Are you able to speak for 2 minutes? That is very important. Okay, and you're going to open your jaw while speaking. You must have noticed that how much I open my jaw while speaking. Do not try to speak English like your mother tongue. That's my point. Cool. Now many students, they think that we would just one day start talking in English. Okay, I think that's not possible. Okay, that's not going to happen just one day you would just normally start talking in English. I don't think so that is possible. You have to change your environment. Okay, you have to. Cool. What do I mean by change your environment? It doesn't mean that you have to start living in a desert now if you're living in a hilly area. Change in environment means that you need to start talking to people who speak in English. Okay, you have to start watching English TV shows without subtitles. Okay, so that you get the idea, okay, how it is spoken. Okay, and it takes 21 days to develop a habit. It is scientifically proved. So maybe you want to try something of this sort. Okay, now obviously for writing you have to read band 9 model answers. Okay, after brainstorming on a particular question on your own, so that you know where you have to go, how you have to write. Okay, again I would say that if you just follow this and you have someone who can correct your writing and who can help you with the speaking, or if you are comfortable with writing or speaking, then I tell you, we as Leap Scholar have taken this initiative. You can just watch the playlist. Okay, and you would be aware about all the task types of IELTS in for free. Okay, also if you want expert guidance and you want to learn even in more detail, okay, so you can join our crash course. Okay, and IELTS plus crash course. Under that we would be evaluating your speaking. Okay, we would be evaluating your writings. Okay, there are going to be mock tests. Okay, and we give you free resources also. 14 Cambridge books we have for now, we give them for free. Cool. And all those students who have come till now, as I promised you towards the beginning of the video, that I'm going to give you a bonus tip. One bonus tip for all of you is that your IELTS score is valid for 2 years. Okay, yes, it is valid for 2 years from the date you receive your result. Okay, so if you're planning that maybe after 1 year you would be going to a foreign country for studying, uh, yes, you can appear for IELTS now also, because you know it is valid for 2 years. So if you have some time, you can start preparing for IELTS. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did like it, please do share, like, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon. This is Mohammad Shees. I would be signing off. Thank you for watching.